Because everyone that is still out there deserves to
Morgan,
die as
I don't
human.
know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull. You have to move. Боже мой. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
Let's go to the lobby. And then make probably the most important save of this entire let's play. Because we can probably... I don't remember, does this game actually destroy your save files? I don't remember. Anyways, I'm gonna do this thing where I'm gonna save my save file. Pray, save file location. Huh? That's something I have to check up on later. But interesting. Um. There. Connection. There. Okay. Everything is safe doubled. Lego. Oh.
A deluxe cabin. Oh, Alex must have liked you. Morgan.
The heart of the coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null-wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
Is that the final stages of the Typhon?
He's gooping all over the place. Yeah. kinda weird. Now that I have all of these psychic abilities, the actually strongest ability of all of them is the strongest weapon that I possess is actually the taser. Since now, I can get everyone into position and then bob them or control them, which is kinda weird. This is something that hasn't happened in gaming to me yet, well, since normally I'm the blasting kinda type, I never got into a position like this before. But that is also what I was constantly saying. This game allows you to tackle each scenario in so many different ways. It's quite fascinating. And also, like, they probably didn't even thought through all of the possibilities, how you can tackle enemies, because it's sometimes you just need to give your player a lot of tools and tell him to just go for it. That's, for example, why Elden Ring is also such a beloved game. A lot of things in that game, in the overworld, is not constructed to deal with the things you can do. Like the most obvious one is co-op. The game is not constructed around co-op. Like each boss is made so you can 1v1. But the moment you have co-op or summons, a lot of the bosses become way too easy. Or confused, I should rather say. But now back to finish my point is sometimes just giving a lot of creativity just makes it I've lost the plot, but it was something about creating a single player experience that is so buggy it becomes awesome. Something along those lines. Yeah. Why are you not open? Oh. And Alex key.
Kill them.
Adrenaline. And another dose of Morgan cell lights. Do it. You're making a mistake. Not the one I would have ever imagined you making, but I suppose that's the point. I'll join you on the bridge.
These headaches, they're getting worse. Like teeth in the brain, sinking in. You feel it, MU? Screaming is louder now. Getting close. I think screams are coming from the future. MU. Screams of people on Earth. Screams an animal makes when caught in a hunter's jaw.
Ah, come on. That's the chef that I cannot find to kill. he might have been a murderer, but he has the possibility to be a cannibal as well. But we don't really know if he is a cannibal. But he is definitely not human. He is something
Hello.
different.
Nice to see you. Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
One thing I must say that I really hoped for that would happen by adapting Typhoon Tissue is that a lot of Typhoons would and Mimics would see me as Typhoons themselves and sees any possibility of hostility. That was the main reason why I even started this Let's Play, to just see what the Typhoon sides of things are. And I must say, I've enjoyed this way more. Not only because we got to explore those psychic abilities, but just simply having the kinetic blast. Like, I like systems that make other systems easier. And normally I would have to spend a shitload of points into leverage to transport like fridges and heavy boxes, that sort of thing, right? Here, Neuromods. Yeah, to lift this is like 10 points. But I can just invest 3 points into Kinetic Blast and it will always blast away the boxes in my way. So unless I really want to construct like a stairway of sorts, the Kinetic Blast is already solving the big issue of having to spend a lot of points. Also, I really liked how they, how all of the tools that you get complement each other. Like, every weapon system just got better.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you.
Oh, right, I'm afraid he's not an engineering boy. The only thing I don't like about the new Let's Play is the Psychic Water. Because I think it is restoring way too much C. Yeah, and I really also like how at the start of the game each Neuromod really matters, and when you are really stressed for Neuromods, since like I couldn't spam abilities, but since I now have upgraded also my brainwave, so I have 300 psychic energy instead of only having 100. Like it's so much nicer as an overall experience. And then the also that they don't have a shared cooldown, that I have the possibilities of just rotating to the next ability, is really really pretty nice. And the only thing I would want, but it's something I haven't done, is an easier way to get to the abilities that I want. But I would they have only, you only have the possibility of doing the numbers on your keyboard, 1 2 3 4 5 here. And I've already seen that 0 is my kinetic blast, but I can probably hotkey the other abilities to numbers as well, to easier switch the abilities. I just haven't tried it or done it. Yeah. And then also yeah, I cannot stress enough how much this game lets you just be what you want. You know, that you can raise corpses as phantoms. And with me, I'm thinking about it to just try out
Did it, Morgan?
what a better phantom is.
Now comes the fireworks. I do not know if they will be enough, but I think they will.
Isn't this fucking cool? But instead of a normal phantom, now I have one of those fire thermo phantoms. Dude. The only thing I really have to criticize, the only thing I can criticize about the psychic abilities is the differences between kinetic, fire, and electric, because they all look the same, they all do the same thing, but they are different kinds of damages. But since not like electricity and fire or lifting, some might be weak to those elements, but in general, kinetic, like I think only one enemy type really has strong points against kinetic, and you can just, I think, electrify or goop them and deal with them that way. So really not having much difference between electric and fire compared to the kinetic blast is a bit of a let-off. But in this one I still have to try out, even though it's quite obvious that I was mistaken, that my initial impression that 20 seconds is quite a short time. That's just simply not true. 20 seconds is a lot of time. And it helps you deal with the nightmare, especially if you have big problems with that. But then I also noticed the mind jig, like that you can control the nightmare for what is this, 6? So it would be up to 20 seconds you can get control of the nightmare for about the same price. And then you just dodge it instead of trying to beat it. Yeah. Those are pretty much all the up and downs. Like, this game definitely has a really pretty story. No? Like some things are confusing, but I cannot say that they're confusing enough that I say it makes the game bad, because a lot of these things that are that way are because I'm stupid. Gotta be honest, gonna be straight in that regard. Like, I can write off a lot of those things because I was lacking the comprehension in those scenarios. Like, sure, this game suffers a little bit from the bloat that comes with higher difficulties. Like, I'm currently playing this on hard, and the enemies just have more HP while everything also deals more damage. So the fights often become this spaghetti between I'm extremely dominating or I'm extremely getting my ass whooped. Which is something I still have to think more about, how I tackle that sort of criticism. Because I personally, well, in my head, I have not fully constructed how to criticize that sort of thing. Because I really need to... Give me my freaking goop gun. Like, I haven't fully thought that through, and so I'm not that kind of person that just want to say things bad, because I like to think that sort of criticism is bad in of itself. I always want to be constructive in my criticism. So when saying that the enemies just bloat, become stronger, and just fatter in HP values, yeah, there needs to be something more, something to replace that sort of hard matter. So, because I don't just want enemies to be more stronger, I also want a feeling of intensiveness. But like I said, I still have to construct that criticism correctly. Yeah. But with that all being said, this is the end. Beg him to pray.
Morgan, I hope you're proud. You're about to annihilate decades of work and scientific progress in a matter of minutes. This isn't going to keep the world safe. The Typhon will be back one day. Only next time we'll be helpless and ignorant because of what you're about to do. It's not too late, you know. We can still salvage this. You change your mind once, you can change it again. I won't stop you if you decide to end it all. I told you I wouldn't. So, what's it gonna be?
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I wish there was something I could have said to snap you out of this fugue. It's my fault. I gambled too much. And the worst part? It isn't losing the station or the tech. It's you. I lost my brother. That is a mistake I will never recover from.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate.
There's nothing left to talk about. Have a seat. You might as well join me. Let's pretend we're still family. One last time while we watch all of our work go up in flames. I'm sure it'd be a sight.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Yeah, nobody's getting out of here.
This is Captain Jada Marks. I'm setting down for posterity my deliberation over the fate of the shuttle Advent. I'm unable to determine with confidence if the Advent departed before being contaminated by the life forms presently overwhelming Talos 1. Best guess, based on telemetry data, Advent departed approximately 30 minutes prior to the first incident report logged by security. 30 minutes. It is within that narrow gap of uncertainty I must decide whether or not to remote detonate the shuttle and its 5 passengers. They may very well be flying a cargo hold full of mimics to an unsuspecting Earth. They may not.
Captain! We could sure as hell use that golden gun right about now!
Warning, reactor
I don't-
detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Captain? I thought... Your shift isn't for another 2 hours, but I need you to come in now. Is everything okay? No, it's not. Stop by my cabin first. Bring the gun from my safe. Transmitting the key code. Right away, Captain.
I think last time I just hacked the safe.
Warning, reactor detonation
Alex, this is
imminent.
Captain Marks.
Please
I'm calling to
evacuate
let you
Talos
know I've
1.
authorized a full evacuation of Talos 1. I've tried to issue a mayday to Earthside operations, but our external communication systems are malfunctioning. If you're still with us, we're keeping our posts until the last pods are safely away. Marks out. Morgan,
Warning, reactor
Look.
detonation imminent. Please
До свидания.
evacuate Talos 1.
You know, I thought you had left the station because of what happened between us. And that I had lied.
I keep having this dream.
Yeah. I am so confused. Hello? Did that last sequence really play like it should? I think it completely bugged.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures.
Michaela,
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was the man in psychotronics, Ingram. That was cruel. There was no other way to see it. But
would you
Let's
let
see,
it live?
prisoner we killed.
yes,
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It never saw me, and it never ran into Volunteer 37. Hard to say what it would have done. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
So, here's the thing. the reason why I don't kill anyone is because I want them to die as humans, not as mimics or food for mimics. The threat of having a cargo full of mimics to Earth would be too much. This entire scenario needed to be contained. So for this ending, this would make the most of sense.
I don't understand.